So trying to stay in more means buying more non-perishable foods, and pasta is a good one to stock upon. We've invited Chef Dave Paul, and he's going to share some tasty pasta recipes with us this morning. Hi, Chef.
Hi.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning
thanks
time.
for having me again.
All right, pasta is great
Right.
because if you put it in, it stays
Right.
in the cupboard, unless you have something that's going to crawl into it, but it won't.
Which you shouldn't have in
Which
the
you
cupboard.
shouldn't have in the cupboard. First of all, before you start, people always say, make it al dente. What that mean?
It's basically a little undercooked.
Not make it too soft and soggy.
Right. So you don't want it mushy and soggy.
Yeah.
So you want it the texture just right, and
All right. Yeah. So this morning, what are you going to be preparing for us?
Today we're doing a one-pot cheeseburger casserole, and we're using pasta in it. So we're doing everything in one pot.
Look here. This chef, them always come and tell me, say it's easy. But let's see how easy it is. So what are our ingredients? What are we working with?
So today we're using some minced beef. We're using some cheddar cheese. We're going to add some mixed vegetables, tomato sauce, our broth, and some seasoning.
All right, so the broth is the broth you probably made, but we can buy that in a tin somewhere.
Right.
Cool. All right, so let's get cooking.
All right, so first thing we're going to start with our...
Is the mince. The mince seems seasoned, by the way.
Yeah, it's pre-seasoned.
Pre-seasoned.
At that time.
Hey, me have to follow up them check, I know. Because them do these things and then tell we, and then we go home and say, why it never tastes so.
No,
So
trust me.
And you season to taste. You can put your garlic, your thyme, your whatever
salt, pepper, whatever it is.
All right,
and this is a dish that's easy. You can prepare for the kids.
Okay.
Like when you have, all the kids are at home now, right? So it's a dish easy for them. You can prepare it for them for lunch or dinner. I wouldn't say breakfast, but lunch or dinner.
Chef, I don't say it's easier. Nobody say easy.
It's easy.
Easier.
All right, just look.
Yeah.
So first we're going to start with our minced beef. We're going to just give it a little toss and
Is
get
there oil in the pan?
We put a little bit of olive oil in there.
Okay.
And then we
if you have a non-stick pan, do you have to put oil in?
Not necessarily, but
So you're just trying to get the beef brown.
Right, the oil helps to cook the meat a bit faster.
Okay.
So we're just going to start it off with ensuring that the meat, is cooked all the way through. After that, we'll
and mince is cooked through when the color change, please, and that's?
Right. The pasta, which would go in just after we add the broth and or tomato sauce. You normally put the pasta in uncooked because you're adding the sauce and you're adding the broth, so you will have a lot of moisture.
So there'll be moist in it to cook the pasta.
Right, and then you just put it at a low flame. So
so don't boil the pasta before you put it in.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But if you want to do it ahead of time, it's best to add the pasta.
But still, if you do, don't make it too soft.
Right. Just do it al dente.
Okay.
Right. So we're going ahead.
It starts sounding a little easier now that you say
it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Trust me, pretty easy.
That cuts down on a lot of time.
All right. So now we're going to add our tomato sauce that we made, and this has a little bit of ketchup in it also.
Chef made it, but it's sell.
It's sell. Yeah. You can get it in your local supermarket or anywhere. It's available anywhere. So we add in a little bit of this. Remember, we already add our all-purpose seasoning or salt. So if you want to add more, you can do it at this point. Just taste and adjust.
Look, don't add no more salt though.
No.
In them times where you all staying home and you're not as active, don't bother go call down hypertension on yourself. The all-purpose seasoning and them already have salt in it. So don't bother go too salt up.
Right. And then we're going to add
the broth.
Our broth.
Also
so as I
sold
said,
in the stores.
Right. So as I said, you can add based on the amount you want. If you're going to use a pasta uncooked, then you can add more. But if a pasta is already cooked, then you would add less.
So chef, now me go throw in something because everybody budget at this time is where it should be. Me couldn't use a little tin beef.
You can use corned beef.
All right.
And get it, it's easy. Okay. You just use whatever you have in your cupboard. Because right now, a lot of persons have a lot of tin products in their cupboard because they do a lot of panic shopping over the past couple of days. So if you look in your cupboard, you will see most of these items. You can substitute whatever it is. So you don't have to necessarily use ground beef as I have used. You can use anything you feel like. So we're just using the basic, which we're just using high protein meat today, because pasta dishes are mostly used with high protein. Like chicken breasts, or if you want to use fish, if you're a seafood person, and then you can use beef. So we're just going to let that simmer a bit, which we're going to add some Italian herbs and give it a little. We're traveling a bit right now.
All right, chef.
Giving a little bit of Italian
That's
herbs.
the only thing we're going to be using from Italy. These herbs.
Right.
Yeah.
You can add some scallion or some thyme, some onion. You can add those. And you can just, flavor your pot how you want it.
Yeah. I like the Italian herbs, though, because pasta, it's Italiano. You want to give it that taste. If you want to make it more Jamaican, you can add your own jerk.
Right, you can add some jerk seasoning, which would have a little bit of spice.
Make it spicy.
Right. So while we bring this to a boil, and then we would add our pasta.
Something on your stove, not going to the heat where the chef wants it.
Yeah, it's taking its time.
It's bring it to a boil, but right now it's going to a simmer.
Yeah, it's working fine, trust me. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and show what we'll do, and then we just move over to that side. So what I am going to add to this dish, you can add diced tomatoes to give it a little more flavor. But I'm going to add some mixed vegetables.
All right, so boil up and then.
Right, so you'd probably have mixed vegetables in your cupboard, because based on what's going on now, vegetables might be a bit scarce. So, so we add some mixed vegetables to that. We're going to add a bit of cheese.
Oh, you add the cheese before the pasta?
Yeah, we're just going to add like half the amount of cheese. To kind of thicken the sauce and give it a bit of flavor.
This is interesting.
So we're adding some cheddar cheese right there.
Could it be Parmesan or any other cheese?
You can use Parmesan cheese or whichever mozzarella cheese, whichever cheese
you like.
Preference you have. So we're just using cheddar cheese for today.
I'm gonna try some pepper jack and see how that works.
Even that can work. Yeah. All right. So we then add our pasta, which is pre-cooked. All right?
Yes.
Then we'll just give it a bit of toss in the sauce. All right? Ensure everything is balanced.
So I'm curious because when you're buying pasta, there are different types.
Right.
Do different types work for different things? Or are cooked differently?
Yeah,
or like this dish, for example, are there types of pasta that would work better?
All right. Well, it would base on personal preference, because if you like to use, say, a wheat pasta or a penny pasta, then you would, based on the size of it or the length, you would cook it anywhere between, say, about 5 to 8 minutes. And then you can use, if you want to use angel hair pasta, which we have right here, or spaghetti pasta, then you can use those.
Use it as well.
The lasagna noodles we want to use in this dish. All right. So as soon as we bring this to a simmer, and then all the flavors have marinated and spread evenly, then we'll just top it off with some cheese. Some more cheese, right? So you would add some cheese on top of the dish.
Wow.
And allow the cheese to melt evenly.
The kids are gonna love this. Yeah,
that's why I said this is easy to make at home. Know that you have, the kids at home, so the cheese would melt on the top. They would appreciate that. And then you can top it off with some parsley for color.
Yes. And gentlemen, you're at home too, like G-Fuss, and G-Fuss them is not house husband. You're at home, so go in the kitchen and try. Harold is shaking his head and saying no, but go in the kitchen with wifey and
the kids. You can if you have the kids at home, you just help them. You show them a little thing.
Yeah.
If you have preferably a flat top, stove like this, it would be best to use that to assist them because you don't want them to get involved
near
in
the flames.
Right. So this would be best, and then you keep it at a low heat and you just ensure that you monitor them.
All right.
So over here we would have...
This is the finished product.
Yes. Over here we would have what the finished product would
Chef
look
feel
like.
Finally give me a shot. I'm joking.
So over
There
here,
it is.
Over here we have what the finished product look
Yes.
like, and it's pretty easy. Trust
Yes.
me. We have 2 other dishes that we have done with pasta. This is a seafood lasagna roll up.
Right.
So what we did, we boiled the lasagna, made the sauce, meat sauce, and we put it in the middle of the lasagna, and then we roll it up.
Roll it up.
Right, and then we top it off with some more sauce and some cheese, and then we just bake it off in the oven.
Kind of just make the cheese melt.
Right.
Thing.
Right.
And then this is
And
penny.
this is a penny pasta, so it's a Hawaiian chicken penny pasta.
And this is like, you know, if you cook chicken and you have some left over.
Yeah, man, easy
You
because
just
we use
dice it
chicken
up
breasts.
and-
Just dice up some chicken breasts and we use it, and the sauce that's on that one is a Alfredo sauce. Because we have a variety of sauce that we use with pasta dishes. Tomato, basil, Alfredo, coconut curry. And all the recipes will be available.
Right, and there it is on the screen. That's the recipe for the chicken penny pasta. Easy. If you already had chicken, you just cut it up. Look, kids are going to be home for now until the end of April.
Right.
So we got to find some ways. Because when them they at school, them have snack time, breaks time.
Yeah.
So you have to give them snack time, breaks time, lunch time, dinner time, breakfast.
Right.
So these are great ways that you can whip something up. And we're saying the kids because we know that the adults, them at home too hungry more than the kids.
So you can get as creative as you want, because
Yeah.
these recipes, I'll also post them on my Instagram page shortly.
All right, so look out for Chef Dave Paul on Instagram, and he's going to give you some great ways. There it is, at Chef Dave Paul, and he's going to tell you some great ways that you can whip up some quick food at home. Thanks, Chef,
All right,
for
thanks.
being here. We're going to make
No
a
problem.
fun stop next. Soon come.